Good morning. I'm Keith Glass, City of Monroe Police Department, and I got Lieutenant Tracy Hanson with me today. And what we want to do is point out a problem that's not only citywide, but it's probably a nationwide, statewide, and countywide problem, and that's just litter. And while this is not the most devastating crime that we deal with in the City of Monroe, as you can see from the video, it's a lot of trash, and we're standing right here at the East Spring Street exit coming off 78 Highway, and this litter was picked up about 10 or 12 days ago. And what I'm want to express to you is this is your community. If you see somebody littering, go ahead and call the 911, give them a tag number, and officers inside the city will respond to that. If you can't call 911 for some reason, if you can take down a tag number, Lieutenant Tracy Hanson's going to kind of be heading up something for me on this litter for a while, and I'd ask that you just email her the tag number. Her email is thanson@monroega.gov. That's thanson@monroega.gov. And again, it's your community, and as you can see, and he'll scan around and show you some more trash, but this trash was picked up with community service by community service workers about 12 days ago, and you can see how much is built up. So we really need your assistance, and we're looking at some ways also of places where we have a lot of this, maybe getting some video out there so we can catch them also on video. But we just need your help with that, and if you have any other problems with the crime or whatever in the City of Monroe that we can help you with, please contact us at the City of Monroe Police Department.
I just look forward to hearing from citizens here in the community, and we can work together and hopefully make Monroe not only a safer place, but more appealing to the eye. And just like Chief said, just email me with any problems. If you see anyone littering, or if you can get a tag number, and we can follow up with those people, just email me, thanson@monroega.gov.
And we thank you for your help.
It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green. Making it green is making sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Make sure you test your home for the presence of radon. It's easy. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN. Preserve your family's health and well-being. Get your home tested. Now that's living healthy and green. Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon test and keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green. To learn more, call 866-730-GREEN.
Creative artists can transfer your 8mm, Super 8mm, and 16mm films, as well as converting your VHS, CVHS, 8mm, and mini DV to DVD. Preserve your family's video history for the generations to come. Creative Artists, 1113 West Spring Street, Monroe, 770-267-7368.
Good morning, it's February the 4th. We are here in Loganville, Georgia, and we want to welcome Ms. Sandra Gibson and her new facility. We are at the Montessori School of Loganville. Also, Home Away from Home is next door. And just want to welcome you, and also I think the mayor has a couple of words he'd like to say.
Well, certainly, we're certainly glad to have you with us, and you're just one of the family members of all the great businesses here in the city of Loganville, and we wish you tremendous success. If anything that we can do, just please give us a call. Thank you so much for selecting Loganville.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Sandra, if you just tell everybody a little bit about the school, and then I know you have daycare and all of that, just what all your plans are. I know you have big goals.
Yes, my name is Sandra Gibson, and this is my husband, Jason Gibson. He is the owner as well as from Home Away from Home Academy and Montessori School of Loganville. We are very excited to have the program here in Loganville. We are offering 8 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. for the School of Montessori of Loganville, where we will have a Montessori program and we will have licensed and trained staff to teach in a Montessori way, which is an independent creative learning. So we're very excited to be promoting that. We also have February free tuition for all our Montessori parents, because we know that the community just got over the holidays, so we would like to help our community with free tuition. Also on the campus, we have a Home Away from Home Academy, and that is where we have childcare facilities. We're offering 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. childcare hours for our community. So we know that a lot of parents have double shifts, so we're here to help them with that as well. They will also have discounts for sibling packages. So this is my staff. Her name is Ashanti Jackson. She is my director. I have my daughter, who is Gail Daniels. She is also part of the art department. And I have Kim Walker. She is our assistant director for the program. And my husband, who is part owner with me, my financial department. So we thank you so much for supporting us. We hope and pray that people come and join our team and have a journey with us with your children. And we also will just thank you for the support.
Excellent. Thank you.
Can you tell us your address?
We are at 514 Hodges Street in Loganville, 30052, and 512 Hodges Street, Loganville, 30052.
And you have a website or anything? Is that set up yet?
Yes, that is HAH Academy. So it's HaHa Academy.
That's good.
.com. Yes.
And telephone number.
And our number is 404-510-3203.
Very good. Well, on behalf of the Chamber, thank you again. Welcome to the Chamber. We are excited to have you guys. Hope to get y'all very involved. And you ready to go cut the ribbon?
I'm ready.
Excellent.
1, 2, 3.
Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of The Health Story. My name is Dee Dee Harris. I'm the Executive Director of Walton Wellness, a nonprofit located here in Walton County dedicated to the prevention of lifestyle-related chronic illness. Each week I like to come to you and bring you some kind of new resource or tell you about an activity going on or maybe share with you some information that I think might be helpful on your health journey or someone you love. And today I want to talk about, of course, we're into the new year and we've talked about New Year's resolutions and we've talked about what we want to start doing, making goals for this year. And so today I want to talk about a program which you may have heard about on another segment, but it is called Walk Georgia. It is a program that is sponsored by the University of Georgia Extension Service, and it's a really neat program to do. It is computer based, and what you do is you go online at walkgeorgia.org and you sign up. And then as you do your activities, whether it's biking, walking, running, gardening, house cleaning, just about any activity that you could do in your life, they have a way of converting that into miles. And so the whole idea behind this program is to actually walk across the state of Georgia virtually on your computer. So whatever activity you do, once you sign up, you go in daily, hopefully, or however often you do your activity, and you log in what you did, how long you did it, and you typically will say whether you did it moderately, strenuously, or something like that. And then it will convert, after you answer those questions, it will convert whatever activity you did into miles, and then it will put it into your database and it will show you walking across the state of Georgia. So the neat thing about this is a great thing for families to do together. It is really neat because as you walk across the state of Georgia, it actually tells you a little bit of history, a little bit of trivia about the different places that you're visiting. So if you go through Gwinnett County, it's going to talk to you about some of the history of Gwinnett County and some of the trivia and stuff, and it does that all the way across the state, which is very interesting, and it's a great learning tool for your children as well. So it's a great thing to do as a family, but you can also do it as a larger group. If you wanted to start a group at your church, with your civic club or work. Any of those organizations is a great way to get up a group to do it, sign on, and it is a little bit of a competition because you are able to go online and see what groups are in the lead. So it's a little bit of fun, and you can actually compete against one another, which adds a little bit of element to it. And the good thing about Walk Georgia, though, is in the past, this program has been about an 8-week program. So you would have a certain length of time to sign up, then it would run about 8 weeks, and then it would be over. And then it might start up again another time. Well, the good thing is, and I'm so glad that they've actually changed that, so that Walk Georgia now is just year-round. You can sign up at any time, you can start at any time, and you can finish at any time. So it doesn't have to just be within an 8-week period, which I think is great, so that anyone at any time can sign up. And that is starting this month, February. They have launched this new Walk Georgia website, and there's a lot of great resources and tools on it. So I encourage you, check out Walk Georgia. You can do it as an individual, you can do it as a family or as a group, and look at all the great tools and sign up. Like I said, you don't have to go to the gym, you don't have to walk or run. It's any kind of activity that you do. So like I said, they even have house cleaning on there, so vacuuming counts. So it's just a neat thing to do. As always, I encourage you to check out our website, waltonwellness.org. There's lots of great resources there too as well. Our contact information is there, so you can email me with your questions, or if you want more information about Walk Georgia. As I said before, Walk Georgia is sponsored by the University of Georgia Extension Service. So if you want more information specifically about that program, I encourage you to call them. Also, if you want to get me the old-fashioned way, you can always get me by phone at 770-313-8107. Thanks for watching.
Hi, my name is Dr. April Mitchell, and I'm a veterinarian at the Monroe Veterinary Clinic. And today I'd like to talk about February being National Dental Health Month for pets. And February, we always celebrate dentals because dental disease is unfortunately a big factor in veterinary medicine, and a lot of owners don't realize the importance of dental care for their pets, because a lot of times people don't open up the mouth and really look at the teeth, or maybe your pet won't really allow you to do that. But having a veterinary exam of your dog's teeth is really important, especially to be done at least once a year, because a lot can change in a year with the health of your pet's teeth, and that is true for dogs and cats. We see a lot of tartar and gingivitis in our dogs and cats that come here, and these, if left untreated, can form really painful root exposures, along with infection that can even lead to some really severe abscesses, which when your pet has a tooth root abscess or a tooth abscess, that's really a medical emergency, because a lot of times it will swell to the point of where it can even damage their eyeball, and also it's excruciatingly painful, and they'll stop eating and they can get dehydrated really quickly, especially in cats that don't weigh very much. So we do dentals, cleanings on dogs and cats of all ages. I did a 16-year-old dachshund's teeth yesterday, and she did fantastic, and he's eating like a champ this morning. I did a 19-year-old cat a few weeks ago who went home and ate that night, and he hadn't eaten in 3 days beforehand due to the pain from his teeth. So there's a lot of things that can be done to really help improve your dog and cat's health through their teeth. If left untreated, the infection from the stomatitis, gingivitis can lead to heart disease and kidney disease. So it is something that really needs to be addressed early on in your pet's life if possible. And probably 30 to 50% of dogs and cats have dental disease by the age of 5 years of age. So that's really not very old. There's certainly several breeds of dogs that by the age of 2 already need their teeth cleaned. There are dogs that are 10 that have beautiful teeth. So it can be genetics play a huge role in that. And also the oral care that your pets receive at a young age really is important. So brushing your dog's teeth is great. A lot of the dental chews are really great. It's a little bit more difficult to brush your cat's teeth and can be a little dangerous, so be careful with that. But a lot of dogs really enjoy it. And there's flavored toothpaste. You don't want to use human toothpaste on your pets because there can be additives in the toothpaste that are really dangerous. So you want to make sure it is a canine or feline type of product, not a human product that you use to brush their teeth. So a typical dental, here at the Monroe Vet Clinic, we run blood work and make sure your pet is a good anesthetic, candidate. We oftentimes will go over all of, what stage of dental disease we think your pet has. A lot of times it is a little bit more difficult to see until you have them anesthetized, because there can be big pockets on the medial surface that you can't really see until they're asleep. But we can get a pretty good idea by just doing a normal oral exam to see, what's going on. It does require general anesthesia. We do intubate with a tube, down their trachea. We have them on oxygen and gas anesthesia. We give pain meds. We also give antibiotics. We monitor them with their heart rate, blood pressure, EKG, temperature, all of that. They're very closely monitored during the anesthetic episode, and we have a dental scaler that cleans the tartar off, and we have different treatments for different types of disease processes that can be going on. So when we do a dental cleaning, this is a picture of a 6-year-old Bernese Mountain Dog where we cleaned his teeth, and here is the endotracheal tube, which is where we have the oxygen and the gas flowing through. But you can see the tartar and the gingivitis occurring, and there's a little bit of exposure down here of the root. So this is before the cleaning, and then this is what it looks like afterwards. So I've got before and after pictures of how clean they look and getting all that diseased tissue off with the tartar, and it really helped Boomer's breath tremendously. So his parents were very happy. Please, take a look at your dog's, or in cat's mouth, and the odor that comes from their mouth is usually a really good indication of what is going on. So if you have a pet that does have some bad breath, then you definitely want to have it checked out, because there could be some serious disease going on in there. And hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's something really simple that can be addressed. But don't ignore it, because it can lead to really serious problems, especially later in life. And a lot of times if pets' teeth are taken care of early on, it really can extend their life and their quality of life. And where they won't have to have 20 teeth extracted and things like that later on. But when it is genetics, a lot of times there isn't anything you can do except do routine dental cleanings and everything. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call at the clinic, and we'll be glad to look at your pet. We do free oral exams for during dental month for our patients. So we bring your pet in and we'll do a free dental exam on them. So give us a call and let us know what we can do to help you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Elaine Oakes, Director of Keep Walton Beautiful in the Walton County Recycling Center, joining you today with this week's edition of the Walton Waste Watcher Report. Today I wanted to just mention something that was something that I was dealing with. I am a city resident of the city of Monroe, and I had noticed that I had not seen the leaf truck coming around, and that there were a lot of leaves on the sides of, on the edge of the people's yards waiting to be picked up. And so I had called about that, and basically the truck that has that big kind of like a vacuum hose on it, it's trying to be repaired, and it's going to take a little while for it to be repaired. And I talked to one of the people there that said, if you were in great need of having your leaves picked up, it probably would be better to put them in a bag. I know that we had raked ours up to the front of the road where they usually pick them up, and they had remained there, and I knew that wasn't the normal, thing to happen, that they usually were pretty good about picking them up. But that is kind of what's going on, and they are having some equipment problems with the trucks. So they are working on them, and hopefully that'll be fixed. But if anybody else is like me, I was getting a little bit frustrated and wondering what was going on, and that is actually what is going on. Also, I want to mention, and I don't have all the details on it now, but Arbor Day is always in the state of Georgia. It's celebrated the third Friday in February, so that's around the corner. I talked to Krista Carroll, who chairs the Monroe Tree Committee, and Monroe is a tree city now, and they are going to be doing a program. It'll be a little bit more of an educational kind of program for information on the trees. They're going to actually have an arborist come in and talk about the reasoning behind the reason the trees from the courthouse had to be removed. I think a lot of people, when they don't understand all the details of why that sometimes has to happen, this will be a really good time to get information, and there'll be some other activities involved with that, but it will be on February the 28th. That's a Saturday. It's not going to be on Arbor Day, but that was when they could get this arborist to come in and actually do the program. And it's probably going to be on around 10 o'clock on that morning. I don't know for sure, but we sure would like to have some people at least put that on the calendar. And if you don't hear more about it, you can certainly call me, because I'll know a little bit more details closer to time if you're interested in coming. I think it's going to be a real interesting program that day, and I know that I plan to come. Nobody needs to they don't even need any volunteers. They just want people that are interested to know about it. So I appreciate you watching today, and if you have any questions at all about recycling or Keep Walton Beautiful or the things that I've just discussed, please give us a call at 770-267-1421, and my extension is extension 5, so if you need any further information on Arbor Day, you'll definitely need to talk to me on that one. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Hello Walton County, this is Kevin Little with the Chairman's Report, Channel 16, Walton Entertainment. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about some of the things that's going to be going on in the future and some of the things that's happening right here, right now in February of 2015. On January the 20th, the Walton County Board of Commissioners, along with constitutional officers and department heads, had a board retreat here at the historical courthouse in downtown Monroe. We had some major issues that we had to discuss and try to get to and figure out what we were going to do going forward. Roads and Bridges Superintendent Steve Chandler came in and made a presentation along with Jimmy Parker discussing our road needs and traffic congestion and problems that we have here in the county, and made that presentation. Morris Jordan, our water department director, put some information out about Hard Labor Creek and water lines and water distribution throughout the county. Jody Johnson, our Parks and Recreation director, talked about the growth in the Parks and Recreation area and our lack of fields and lack of playing areas for the citizens there. And Wendra Williams, our 911 director, talked about the facility that we have at 911 operations building. Was built in the very early 90s, and it's still small, but we're in the process of expanding it. And she's also talked about the Motorola system has got to be upgraded, and that's some things we need. Mike Moore, the fire department chief, he discussed, we got the current fire station going on Jacks Creek Road, out near the Good Hope eastern side of the county, and he talked about the future fire station of combining Station 3 at Walnut Grove and Station 12 at Youth into one fire station just north of Walnut Grove to cover the area there. And finance, Linda Hanna, our financial officer, came in and discussed several of the items, how our budget's doing, how the finances of the county look like going forward, and how our splash dollars was and how the trends are coming in there. Hank Shirley, our facilities director, he discussed what we're doing here on the courthouse square with the historic courthouse, redoing the roof, redoing the windows. Unfortunately, we had to take trees down on the front and other items there. He also discussed several of the older buildings around town needing roof work, and the roof work was going to cost a good bit. And he did also talk about the needs for more space for our archives. We've got to get our archive papers up and out where citizens can see them and pull them if we need them readily accessed. And then Sheriff Joe Chapman came and talked to us about the jail and the jail expansion that was approved in the splice from back in 2011-12 when we voted on that election. So the board, we sat around and looked. Walton County is on our side. We're bringing in about $6 million a year on this splice. The cities get 40%, so they're getting their portion is equally distributed. So over the 6 years that we're going to bring in about $36 million, and we've spent somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 to 6 now of that money. We got it allocated out, and there won't be any more splash dollars until another vote or until the citizens do vote for another splice. So basically, what we're looking at somewhere around $29 million from now to December of 2018 before there won't be any more new dollars and splash dollars. So you got this big pie that you got to try to figure out what we need, and we got to equally divide our need, not equally divide, but we got to divide our needs of what you, the public, want and what our departments want, or what the needs for the county going forward are. And so that's some of the tough decisions that us as elected officials have to do, and try to make decisions best for you and for the future of the county. The jail is the biggest issue. We have option to build onto the current facility or build a new facility. And so with Governor Deal and his initiatives that he's had since he's been in office, has drastically reduced the jail inmate population all over the state of Georgia. And so that's something that you got to look at. What's that trend? How long is that going to last? And is the future going to continue to go with less people in jail? And that, if that does, then it may change our options. We've grown in Walton County from 36,000 in 1990 to 60,000 in 2000 to 85,000 in the 2010 census. We're projected to be 105,000 in 2020, and we're still riding on the same roads that were built in the 70s. And so no new lanes, no new lane miles, no improved intersections. You're getting to see a lot of congestion in the Monroe and Loganville area, not as much in Social Circle, but peak times right now, Monroe and Loganville is standstill traffic. And if we don't take some initiative, DOT funds very little nowadays. Through the federal government, they don't get a lot of money, and so that's something that we've got to look forward to. And this splice is what we got to look at, or property taxes. And so that's splice is what you, the citizens, like for us to use. Water lines and water improvements. We have a lot of folks in Walton County on the western side who has got low water pressure, but they own county water. And then we've got a lot of citizens in the southern part of the county who's going to be being able to see Hard Labor Creek and not be able to have water. So we've got some tough decisions to make there. And as I talked about the fire station, we're looking at building a fire station at on 81 north of Walnut Grove to combine the two out there. If Highway 138 and 81 is expanded at that intersection, the old Walnut Grove City Hall will go away, and so we would be without a fire station. And Darryl McWaters has graciously donated 2 acres of land to the city of Walnut Grove, and we'll be able to build a fire station on that just near Corn Dogs. So it's a little bit things that we have going on here in the county, a lot of decisions. If you have any harsh opinion or concerns, please give your district commissioner a call and tell them where your priorities may be on these projects that I've discussed. And we're always open for information, because you, the citizens, are who we work for, and we're trying to make the best decision for the future. And we are spending your money and your splash dollars, and it's very limited. And so kind of give us an idea of what you're looking for to spend. And so with that, I'll look to hear from you, and otherwise I'll talk to you next time. Thank you.
We're at Walton County
Park. And it's a fabulous place over here. You can see right here they've got the gym upstairs here. Downstairs they're having a senior fitness group going on. It's very exciting. I mean, you can hear in the background the music going on, and we're going to show you some of the people that are over here exercising right now and having a great time. And I just wanted you to see where we're at today, and then we will, I want to tell you more about Walton, Georgia.
Welcome. I'm Molly Kimler with the Walton County Cooperative Extension here in Walton County, and I am the Walton, Georgia County Administrator, among all my other jobs that I do with Extension. Walton, Georgia has made a huge change since last year. Last year it was just the old program, and it was interesting and we loved it, but it was needed to be updated. So with the grant from the Coca-Cola Foundation, the University of Georgia and Coca-Cola Foundation have gone in together and revamped the whole Walton, Georgia program. It is absolutely fabulous. Tammy, isn't it wonderful? The new website and everything.
It is. It's so much easier to use. It's streamlined. It's a big improvement.
The one thing that's going to be wonderful about it is we can do groups now. And with the groups, we can do, right now we have the county government, the County Board of Commissioners have 10 groups that they've set up, and I just checked, and they have 28 members on their teams right now. And with that, they're going to be competing against each other. Now, when we say we're competing, in the past we did miles. It's still going to calculate miles, but what it's going to do now, we're going to be doing points, and the points are figured on it's a formula, it's equivalent in oxygen, and it's supposed to be a much better formula. And so where you can do yoga and you can do running, and that's two different types of activities, and vacuuming, those are all different. So what they're doing is taking an oxygen level, and that's how they're calculating how many points you're earning. And so that's the way the county will be doing. We'll be doing points this year. We will eventually go back over to a map and we can do miles again, but they're updating the map. That's going to come out in fall of 2015, and so that will be a new edition for in the fall. And that's fun because they travel all over Georgia. You learn some great places, and Tammy, you learned some great places when you were doing that one, didn't you?
I did, Molly. I'm originally from Pennsylvania, and it was an awesome way to get to know more about my new home state. I got to travel through different counties just by walking virtually. It was really interesting.
And you found some great vacation places, didn't you?
I did, and I also got to take advantage of the state park system. I got a family membership, and we go try different activities there, the different paths, hiking trails, all different kinds of things. It's been a great idea.
And the other thing Tammy's gotten to do is that she and her family have done some filming for Walton, Georgia too.
Yeah.
You and I have been to Athens, and then we've been to Atlanta, and we got to film up there. And your family enjoyed that, didn't they?
Yes, they did. It was an interesting day. I started in the Walk Georgia program, and no one in my family had taken part yet, and I was constantly talking about Walk Georgia, wearing my shirt, talking about Molly and the program, and this year they've all agreed to join, and my children did take part in the filming, even my adult children, so that was a lot of fun. And my husband recently joined a gym, so he's also getting fit. So it's I like to say it's like the ripple in the pond.
That's true.
We started with a little bit, and we're spreading out from there.
That's great. That was really good. And that's what we like to see with Walk Georgia. We love hearing the family stories and stories of how people have overcome. And one year we had someone who the doctor told them they had to exercise, and they got out and exercised so much they were really losing weight, and they became a much healthier person. And that's what Walk Georgia is all about. Another aspect of Walk Georgia with the groups, children in schools. Now, if they're 13 years and younger, they cannot sign on as an individual. They can sign on as groups. So what we're asking the schools, and I'm going around and talking to some of the schools now in Walton County and in Social Circle, they're public schools, and any private schools that want to talk to me, I am glad to talk to anyone. What they will do is, I am the county administrator. Then we have with other organizations or groups, they can have an administrator to oversee them. So what we'll be doing with the schools is we'll have someone that's assigned to work and be an administrator for their school. Then they can add on classes. Now what they will be doing is saying, okay, Mrs. Jones's class has 30 students in it, and today they jump roped for 15 minutes, and they jump roped, 30 children jump roped for 15 minutes. And then if children want to come in and add more to that, the teachers can add that to it. But it's done as a group and there's no names. And that is because of the laws of the internet and children's names under the age of 13. So when you do go on to the Walk Georgia page, it will ask you if you're 13 years or older. So please check that you are. You can do this as an individual. We will again be giving prizes for different things going on with Walk Georgia. We've had the Traveling School Trophy now for about 5 years. And we started out with Walker Park, and then Sharon Elementary just grabbed that thing and went with it. And they have won it every time. But we now have Sean Callahan, who has moved to Walnut Grove High School, so we're challenging Walnut Grove High School to beat Sharon Elementary this year. And we're hoping some more schools will come on board and try for that traveling trophy. With the county, they will have a department trophy that will travel all over the county government building and the county government areas. So if there's a company that would like to do this, I challenge you to call me, and we will work with your company or whatever, and maybe we can have something, a trophy for y'all. But we will have winners at the end. Right now, our target date is going to end on April the 30th. That way we can say who our school winners are going to be. We will, but you don't have to stop then. That's the good thing about the new Walk Georgia. It will continue. That's been one of the gripes with a lot of the people that did Walk Georgia, was they said, I don't want to end. 12 weeks isn't long enough. I want to keep going. So Walk Georgia will be set up to where it can go on continuously, and you can keep on adding those minutes and miles to it. And so that's going to be great that you can do that. We will have prizes at the end of this one. We'll do it again in the fall. The reason we're doing a set time is the University of Georgia does have to, they have to be able to do their research. And so that's why we do have some times available. But if your company wants to set up a time, we can set it up in Walton County for whatever we want to do. We can streamline it the way we want to. We can fix it just for us, and that's what we want to do in Walton County. So if you have any ideas of what you want to do with Walk Georgia, give me a call. I would love to see some of the larger businesses. I'm fixing to talk to Clearview Hospital next week. We've set up an appointment with them to talk to them. They're going to set up teams there with their different departments and challenge each other. And that's what it's all about. That within Walton County, we want to follow the motto of Walk Georgia. We want to move more and live up to the Walton County Challenge. So come on and join the Walk Georgia Walton Challenge with Tammy and I, and we're going to challenge all of y'all to go ahead and get healthy with us, and we're going to try to be the healthiest county in Walton, in the state of Georgia and the United States, okay? So if you have any questions, give me a call, 770-267-1324 for the Walton County office, and I'll be glad to talk to you.
So thanks for tuning in today. We have an exciting program for you. I am here with a University of Georgia student, Ms. Quinarius Streeter.
Hello.
And Quinarius is joining us. I'll let you tell a little bit about yourself.
Hi, I'm Quinarius Streeter. I'm originally from Atlanta, Georgia. I do go to UGA, and I'm a senior, and I major in health promotion and behavior.
So she will be interning with us this semester. Here at Clearview, we always invite the opportunity to have students here, whether they be from the University of Georgia or Kennesaw State, Athens Tech, or even our local public high schools. We love having students here and having the opportunity to teach them and for us to learn from them as well. So Quinarius is going to be focusing on public health and health information and overall wellness. And as she and I were talking this week, the new year always brings something. bring. And what does it always bring, Quinarius?
New Year's resolutions.
Exactly. So how many of you out there have already made New Year's resolutions and broken them? Probably a few, but that's okay. That's okay. The important part is to always participate in goal setting, whether it be actually through making a formal resolution or just making some lifestyle changes. So Quinarius, what are some of the most frequently cited New Year's resolutions that you think?
Weight loss is definitely always a big one. Some ways you can manage that is by keeping a food diary, tracking what you eat. Therefore, you can see the changes that you need to make and see if you're making improvements from week to week. Managing and lowering stress is always a big one. Stress on your job, a huge workload, is always good to take some time to relax, and you can do that by spending time with family and friends and just leisure activities that you enjoy, and also just having fun, being excited for the new year and hoping for new and hopeful things to come this year.
That's wonderful. Health and wellness is always at the forefront of people's minds when a new year rolls around. People will roll out their new diets that they're going to be on or their new exercise plans. I'm sure that gym memberships right now are through the roof as people are pledging to get back and get healthy. But the message that we want to give you is that you don't have to change everything overnight. You can really only absorb a change or two at a time. And in changing those habits, then you will become healthier. So instead of making those hard and fast rules, maybe just make some lifestyle observations of things that you could improve on. Quinarius mentioned weight loss as one. There are so many different fad diets out there, and probably some aren't so great for you.
Not at all.
So Quinarius, what other advice would you give to somebody that was wanting to focus on losing weight? What are some small lifestyle changes that they could make that wouldn't be as stressful on them?
Basic things like parking farther away from stores, walking a little bit more. Basic things like standing up watching TV instead of sitting down watching TV. Little thing, lifestyle changes that you can make, taking the stairs instead of the elevators or the escalators. Just little things throughout your day that you just don't think about all the time.
Yeah, that's a great idea. A friend of ours has even, when she watches TV, she sits on one of the balance balls. So that actively engages your core muscles while you're sitting there doing a sedentary activity like watching TV. You can actually turn it into an activity, an active activity. The new big Christmas item this year was the Fitbit. I think probably everyone in the world got some sort of fitness tracking device. I'm wearing mine. So, what do you think about those? Do you think that those probably help people stay healthier or get more active, or?
I think they're very motivational, and since we are in the age of technology, it definitely motivates people and gets them a little bit more interested in exercising and weight loss. So if it works, I'm for it.
That's right. That's exactly right. So, whether that be an app that you're downloading on your smartphone, there's so many apps out there that you don't even have to purchase now that are free, that you can log in your calories. Quinarius mentioned doing a food journal. Sometimes just paying a little bit better attention to what you're eating.
Exactly.
And by writing it down, it creates that attention that you need to kind of focus on it. So, kind of whatever works for you. The other thing that was mentioned is stress reduction. Now, stress is something that everyone encounters. Stress can be good or can be bad. What are just some helpful tips or tricks for stress reduction?
The basic thing I would say is know what your stress triggers are and try to avoid them as much as possible. And when you feel stressed out, have fun with family and friends. Those loved ones are always a great outlet to relieve stress and have fun, take your mind off things, and make your day a lot easier.
That's great advice. And I think that even exercise can be a stress reduction.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be hardcore exercise, whether it's taking your lunch break and walking around the parking lot where you work at. That can just kind of help center you. There's always great fitness classes at Felker Park, and they are not that expensive, and you don't even have to be a member of the Walton County gyms. There are also several independent gyms around Walton County. So if joining a gym is a better fit for you, definitely do that. Or you can even just get out and enjoy the outdoors, whatever that might be. So then the third thing that we wanted to focus on today is maybe not starting those healthy habits, but maybe stopping some unhealthy habits. So what do you think, what is one of the most popular things that people pledge to stop doing in a new year?
Smoking.
Smoking. There's a lot of publicity out there about smoking right now. I know that I don't know if it's the American Cancer Society or somebody has the commercials out there right now talking about the drop in teens that are smoking, which is true. Have you heard much about that?
Yes, it is a big thing for teens to start smoking, just of peer pressure, thinking it's cool, make them look older, more mature, and the e-cigs are also becoming really popular among teens.
That they are. So when you start younger, you're more likely to continue that habit into older age, into adulthood, adolescence, whatever that might be. So as people get older, they realize that smoking is maybe something they need to stop doing.
Exactly.
What advice do you have for anybody that might be wanting to stop smoking in the new year?
Well, always joining a smoking cessation program is best, consulting your doctor on what methods of smoking might be best for you, and oftentimes talking to an ex-smoker, learning that just because you failed one time doesn't mean you shouldn't try again, because quitting a hard habit like that takes multiple efforts, and you shouldn't give up, and it's never too late to quit.
Yeah, that's great advice. That's great advice. You know, and with all of the changes with insurance and health insurance and the Affordable Care Act, you know, smokers are even paying more for their insurance now.
Exactly.
So not only can you save money through not purchasing your cigarettes, but you can also save money on your health insurance side by just being healthier, not having to go to the doctor as often. So with all of these New Year's resolutions, as always, you should always consult your physician before you start any sort of exercise program, any specific diet, any medications, any type of patch that has to do with smoking cessation or anything like that. And if you don't have a primary care physician that you actively see, we actually have a physician referral line here at the hospital that is free. It is free for you to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we will actually kind of match you up with a physician that might accept your insurance or that has an interest in treating patients with whatever difficulty you might be experiencing. So we encourage you to utilize that physician referral line, and that number is 1-877-933-2762. So if one of your New Year's resolutions is to get healthy in the new year, I encourage you to make sure that you are hooked up with that primary care physician that can help you manage all of your health needs that you have and help you make decisions that are best for you and for your body.
Good morning. Thank you for watching. I'm Dana Huff, Executive Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. And today I have with me Miss Amy Honeywell, our Youth Development Director here at the Partnership. And she is going to tell us a little bit about what they've been busy doing for a couple of years with youth development in the area here in Walton County. So she has a couple of items she wants to share with the community.
Yeah, first is our Red Book. It's a youth resource guide, and it's here available at the Partnership. You can visit our website, www.waltonyouthcan.org, to view all of the resources in here. We have information about teen pregnancy, drugs and alcohol, tobacco laws, anything related to youth. This is a great book for families, for organizations, really anybody to access. So we have physical copies that are available for $5 here at the Partnership. Just contact us for that information. Or like I said, you can go to our website and access a free copy of it at www.waltonyouthcan.org. We also have our video, Setting the Tone. It's an anti-bullying video. It was filmed right here in Walton County by teenagers from all over the county. And we are selling this video to help sponsor all of our efforts here at the Partnership. So we're selling this video for $50 here in the community. And again, you can call us or visit our website at waltonyouthcan.org for more information.
Yes, and we do encourage you, if you have youth groups or different groups and you want to purchase this video, it's a great video to show, and like Amy said, our own youth here in Walton County, they're stars in this video, and it sends a great message. Even if you're a parent and you're facing some of these issues, it's a great video to have and to watch as a family. So please, if you're interested, give us a call. And I wanted to remind you all about our meetings that are held monthly at Felker Community Center. Our next meeting is February 17th at 8 a.m. I know that's a little early for a lot of people, but we get a lot done at 8 o'clock. So I do encourage you all to attend. The public is invited. We like to hear about resources in Walton County, any programs that you may have for youth and families. So again, Felker Community Center, February 17th at 8 o'clock a.m. And as always, thank you for watching.
Hey, thanks for tuning in again today. We're going to show you dogs and cats that are here at Walton County Animal Control. You know, before that, we just want to take the time again to maybe talk about some of the new ordinances that are in effect. You know, we really believe that the best life for your pet is in the house with you. Not confined out on a chain just to sit out in the cold weather like we're having right now. Really, the best place for your pet is indoors, or in a fence or a pen with a nice dog house with straw and shavings. And so some of the ordinances that we passed almost 2 years ago, we're really enforcing now and issuing citations for those. There's a lot of different ordinances on the books. If you do decide to tether your dog or chain your dog, although we don't support that, if you do it, you have to do it by a proper collar. No more of just putting a chain or a belt or something else directly around the dog's neck. You do have to have a proper collar. You can get a citation if you just hook a dog up directly to a chain. You have to make sure that their chains are sufficient length and make sure that they're not getting tangled around things like junk in the yard or railings of the porch or things like that. You want to make sure they have access to food and water and shelter. And you know what, right now it's really, really cold out. I mean, you don't want to spend more than 20 minutes outside. Why make your dog sleep outside all night? But make sure if they're outside on the chain that they can reach the shelter, that the shelter has insulation, the shelter has bedding. You can receive a citation for not having proper shelter. You also have to make sure that the area around your pet is cleaned up from waste. And then one of the big ones this time of year, there's an ordinance that says you cannot tether a dog during a declared weather alert or weather emergency. So if there's an advisory, a winter weather advisory, you can receive a citation if your dog is tied out outside. Last year during the snow and ice that we had, there were several neighbors that provided us photographs after the event happened of dogs chained outside in the ice. We issued citations and those were upheld in court with fines from $250 to $500. So, you know, let's just do what's right. Bring your pet inside when it's this cold. Can't make you, but if you do it, you can get a citation for it. So we have here at the shelter some donations of straw and some donations of pine and cedar shavings that we received from some rescues and from some citizens. Maybe you need some help, you don't have the finances, you can come down to the shelter and we'll help donate those to you to put some kind of insulation in that doghouse. But again, the best thing to do, just bring the dog inside, especially when we're having freezing temperatures like this. Otherwise, abide by the ordinances and do right by your pet. Now we're going to show you some of the animals that are for adoption here.
Spaniel mix, about 5 months old, female, not spayed, she's looking for a good home, very sweet.
This here is Penelope. She's a 2-year-old female, hound mix, hound shepherd mix. She's very energetic. She's definitely looking for a good home.
These two are brothers. They're pug mixes. They're both males, both neutered, about 1 year old. The lighter one is Butters. The darker colored one is Mr. Chubbs.
And this is Dax. He's a young pit bull mix, just under 1 year old. Really cute looking guy with the one patch over his eye. He was picked up stray, and if his owner doesn't come, he'll be looking for a new home too.
This is Gizmo. He's an American Bulldog pit. He's a male. He's about 5 years old. He has an owner surrender. He's kind of timid, but he is deaf, but he seems to be really sweet once he gets to know you.
This here is a female. She's probably about 8. She's an older female, about 8 years old, possibly maybe a little more. She's a big old dog. She's definitely a little shy, but she's looking for a good home.
Okay, it's a lab pit mix, male, about 2 years old, not neutered, very sweet, just a little nervous, looking for a good home.
All right, this is Freckles. She's a very, very cute, very sweet Dalmatian. She just got picked up, but if her owner doesn't come and claim her, then she'll be available for adoption. She's a very sweet girl. So see, even purebreds are in the pound, not just mutts.
Good morning, I'm Keith Glass, City of Monroe Police Department, and I got Lieutenant Tracy Hanson with me today. And what we want to do is point out a problem that's not only citywide, but it's probably a nationwide, statewide, and countywide problem, and that's just litter. And while this is not the most devastating crime that we deal with in the city of Monroe, as you can see from the video, it's a lot of trash, and we're standing right here at the East Spring Street exit coming off 78 Highway, and this litter was picked up about 10 or 12 days ago. And what I'm want to express to you is this is your community. If you see somebody littering, go ahead and call the 911, give them a tag number, and officers inside the city will respond to that. If you can't call 911 for some reason, if you can take down a tag number, Lieutenant Tracy Hanson's going to kind of be heading up something for me on this litter for a while, and I'd ask that you just email her the tag number. Her email is thanson@monroega.gov. That's thanson@monroega.gov. And again, it's your community, and as you can see, and he'll scan around and show you some more trash, but this trash was picked up with community service by community service workers about 12 days ago, and you can see how much is built up. So we really need your assistance, and we're looking at some ways also of places where we have a lot of this, maybe getting some video out there so we can catch them also on video. But we just need your help with that, and if you have any other problems with the crime or whatever in the city of Monroe that we can help you with, please contact us at the City of Monroe Police Department.
I just look forward to hearing from citizens here in the community, and we can work together and hopefully make Monroe not only a safer place, but more appealing to the eye. And just like Chief said, just email me with any problems. If you see anyone littering, or if you can get a tag number, and we can follow up with those people, just email me, thanson@monroega.gov.
And we thank you for your help.
Where do you come alive? A stadium, lecture hall, a music hall, church potluck? This year, you have a new spot, walkgeorgia.org, a free website that provides you with all the resources needed to get your heart rate up and body out in your community. Sign up and receive individual or group fitness tracking, fitness demos by certified trainers, recipes, and a guide to resources in your Georgia County, all in one easy-to-use site. When you move more, you live more. walkgeorgia.org.
Do you have a collection of films and videotape sitting in your attic, basement, hall closet, or a box somewhere that are being lost to time? Creative artists can transfer your 8mm, Super 8mm, and 16mm films, as well as converting your VHS, CVHS, 8mm, and mini DV to DVD. Preserve your family's video history for the generations to come. Creative Artists, 1113 West Spring Street, Monroe, 770-267-7368.
You can't see it or smell it. It's radon. Radon is an invisible radioactive gas that seeps inside your home from underground. It can build up to dangerous levels without notice. Now the Surgeon General has issued another lung cancer warning. And whether you smoke or not, breathing radon can cause lung cancer. That's why you need to have your home tested. Protect your family. Call 1-800-SOS-RADON. Heed the warning. Have your home